What is up, guys? The Supra is back. Shout out to Avant-Garde Exotics and Pure Turbos for getting this thing in tip-top shape. It was definitely depressing after it exploded during Monterey Car Week, but we are back in the Supra. Well, potentially not for very long. I've absolutely loved my time with the Supra. In fact, I've loved this car a lot more than I originally thought I would. But I feel like it's finally time to mix things up on the channel and get something new. More on that in a bit. That's a bright 650S. Whoa, check this out. What on earth is this? It looks like a robot. Just pulled up to Carmax. I haven't been here for a minute. In fact, I think it's been 3 or 4 years since I took my supercharged Huracan and asked them if they'd give me an offer on the car. In that situation, it was a joke and they didn't end up giving me an offer because it was a bit out of the price range of their normal cars that they sell. But in this case, it is not a joke because I want to see what I can get for the car so I can swap it out for something new and unique. Now, I've already gone online to get a price for the Supra, so I know what they've given me for an online price. I'll show you that later. Let's compare it to what they give me here. Before we head into Carmax, I've noticed a lot of you guys saying that you're not receiving notifications for the video. So I want to help out with that because YouTube's changed some things. So first, you got to make sure that, of course, you are subscribed. Then to the right of that, there's a bell icon. When you click the bell, there's actually 3 different options, and you got to make sure that all notifications are turned on. The next thing, if you're on your phone or your laptop, click your profile picture in the top right-hand corner, go to settings, then go to notifications and turn it on for subscriptions. But there's actually one last step. If you're on your phone, let's say an iPhone, go to settings, then notifications, and then make sure to turn notifications on for YouTube. Because if you just have them on your YouTube settings, but not on your phone, you still won't get the notifications. Then the last thing you can do is if you're on your computer and you turn notifications on, going to your profile picture, then the settings, then notifications, you can actually activate email so you get an email. So you stay up to date to the latest and greatest automotive content. All right, guys, let's see what they're gonna give me for the Supra. They've actually got some pretty cool cars in their lot. Check this out, 2021 X5M for 104 grand. Nice SL. And then this S-Class for legitimately half price. Talk about depreciation. Well, that was super easy. Literally walked in, told them about the car, gave them the year, the mileage, the model. They looked over it for about 20 minutes and they came back with an appraisal that I have in my hand. Now, online, they offered me $49,000. In the store, check it out, 49 grand for the Supra, which honestly is pretty good considering the fact that I paid 56 for the car and I put 10,000 incredible miles on it. Oh man, I got some thinking to do. For a long time, I've been wanting to bring back a BMW to the channel. The E39 M5 is what started the channel, and BMW honestly started my love and passion for cars, particularly in high school. My ultimate dream car in high school, other than the Gallardo, was an E92 BMW M3. After some thought, there are 3 cars that I'm very highly considering for swapping with the Supra, and they are as follows. And let me know in the comment section below. I'm actually gonna leave a poll as well as comments, and you guys can like which car and comment on which car you would like to see on the channel the most. The first, and it's obvious, is getting an E39 BMW M5. The car that started it all. I've missed that car ever since I sold it, and I just think it is such an incredible vehicle. An amazing sounding naturally aspirated V8. They only came with a manual transmission, which is fun, and there's just something timeless about the design. Now, the second car I'm thinking about is an E60 BMW M5, the one that came directly after my E39, and it had that glorious naturally aspirated V10. One of the best sounding cars, probably the best sounding car BMW has ever made, in my opinion. Yes, that car has some maintenance issues, but I think it would be a really cool thing to bring to the channel. Now, the third option would be an E92 BMW M3 or an E46 M3. The E92, beautiful sounding naturally aspirated V8, fun to drive, handles well, and I think it would make for a great daily. Same thing with the E46, obviously it's a 6-cylinder, not a V8. Doesn't sound as good, but super nimble and fun to drive. So what do you guys think? Would you like to see me get rid of the Supra, which I've got 7 days with that offer, and I can just turn it in the day after this video if you guys want to see me swap it out? What would you rather see on the channel? E39 M5, an E92 M3, an E46 M3, or an E60 M5? Look who I just picked up from the airport. What's going on, Maddie?
Hi.
So we are going for a drive in the canyons right now in what might be my last canyon drive ever in the Toyota Supra. I haven't actually told you that yet, but I'm thinking about selling the Supra. What do you think?
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I think I want to get like a E92 M3 or an old M5 or something like that. What do you think, Supra or an older BMW?
BMW.
BMW. Atta girl.
Yeah.
Looks like they're filming again at this spot on Stunt Road. Wonder what movie is going on. I talked about this on my Instagram story, but I want to tell you guys directly on YouTube. So I'm thinking about doing more YouTube shorts in between uploads so that basically there's a new video every single day to watch on the channel. There's tons of different things you can do with shorts. I think it works really well with videos like 5 things I hate about or 5 things I like about, as well as point of view drives, driving tutorials, and even some other styles of videos that I want to experiment with and see if you guys enjoy them. What do you think of YouTube shorts?
I like them.
You like them?
Yeah, small little sound bites of information. Nice.
Out here at the top of the canyons while my sister is taking selfies. It is such a gorgeous day today. Honestly, I've been thinking for the last couple hours since are you still taking selfies in the background? I've been thinking since the last couple of hours that I went to Carmax about selling the Supra or not, and honestly, this is gonna be harder than I thought. I think that is the plan, and especially if you guys say, hey, it's time to move on to get another car, but I really have enjoyed this over the last 10,000 miles a lot more than I was expecting. So I guess I'll do kind of a little things I love and things I've hated about the Supra over the last 10,000 miles, because I've gotten definitely a very good feel for the car. This is my sister just awkwardly in all of the shots that I'm filming. Excellent. Oh, wow. Swole. Look at this view, though. This actually is
really nice. And
spectacular. Wow. I hate this though. So many people come up here to these pullouts and litter everywhere. I just can't imagine wanting to do that. I
don't think they want to.
Yeah. Well, what's wrong with these people? What is that? What are you holding?
Catch it on my latest Instagram post.
Okay, shameless plug. What are you trying to hold the sun? From the exterior, I think they did such a good job with the looks of the Supra. I particularly love the way the rear of the Supra looks. Honestly, I don't have a lot of complaints about the exterior. The only thing that I don't really like is you can't actually release this trunk unless you use the key. There's no button on the rear trunk, and it definitely has a plethora of fake vents throughout the front and sides of the car. But I also really like the stock wheels on the Supra. What do you think about the design of the car?
Okay, tell me it doesn't look like a mouse.
Like a mouse?
Whiskers. Eyeballs.
It kind of does look like a mouse a little bit. I feel like that's the first time anyone said a Supra looks like a mouse, but you're almost not wrong. The biggest complaint I really had with the Supra was the fact... My voice crack. Okay, I guess now there's 2 mouses in this video. So the biggest complaint that I had with the Supra is the fact that you really can't drive it with the windows down. When you drive any speed above 35 miles an hour with the windows down, the amount of wind buffeting that happens inside the cabin is insane and it's unbearable. I can't believe they missed that in development, but hey, it's not the end of the world. I just don't drive with the windows down. The other thing I don't really like is this steering wheel. I think it's kind of basic and ugly, and they could have done a much better job. Now, before Monterey Car Week, it was a flawless ownership experience. I didn't have to do anything other than oil changes, and I changed the tires once. It really was an easy, maintenance-free car. Now, I did blow up the turbo, so that definitely is a maintenance item, but obviously, tuning the car, adding aftermarket parts like an upgraded turbo and downpipes, there is a possibility of failure, and I got to experience that, so woohoo, that was not fun at all. But at the same time, that's probably my favorite part of the Supra is the fact that the B58 engine in the car is so modifiable. Yes, I know it's a BMW engine, it's not a 2JZ, but you can make crazy power out of this car on the stock block B58 engine, and even just a chip tune, you're gonna gain a bunch of horsepower. You don't have to go downpipes and a turbo upgrade. Man, these are some tight donuts. It actually looks like somebody went off the road here and into the dirt while doing a donut. Hope they're all right. Look at how many people have launched from this exact spot. That's actually crazy. What are some of your favorite parts about the Supra and least favorite parts?
Oh no, I wasn't ready for this.
I know, that's why I just turned the camera on.
It's actually quite comfortable.
It is, especially over long road trips. This is an easy car to drive, and I visited you in San Francisco driving this up there, so that was nice.
very easy to drive. I like the steering, the handling.
Yep.
Nice. I don't know. I just don't like that it's a Toyota, but you can't really change that.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people think it's a BMW anyways, so you're not completely wrong. So 99% I'm going to sell the car to Carmax just because it's easy, get it over with. But if any of you guys actually want the Supra and are serious about it, you can shoot me a DM at Vehicle Virgins if you want to buy the car. Obviously, it's got to be slightly more than $49,000, and don't hit me with $49,001. But it would be cool to see somebody who subscribed to the channel end up with this car, as opposed to just some random person who buys it off the lot at Carmax. Why did I say Carmax like that? Oh yeah, then of course, I can't forget, the pops and bangs that this car made with the aftermarket downpipe and tune was insane. Like, I have never owned a car that made more explosive backfires than this, seriously. It was almost too much though. Okay, tell me that wouldn't be an epic rally climb up that hill. I wish that was open to the public. Okay, E92 M3, E60 M5, or E39 M5?
E92 M3.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I think it's the best car out of those three.
Alright, fair enough. So seriously guys, let me know in the comment section below which of those three BMWs you'd rather see on the channel. And if it happens that any of you guys actually live in the Southern California area and have one of those three BMWs and want to get rid of it, let me know. Could potentially be interested in buying your car. Well guys, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like always, please browse the channel and subscribe. It's gonna be sad getting rid of the Supra, but I'm excited for the next chapter of Vehicle Virgins. All right guys, see you next video.
Hey!